Hi there, Logan. It's Mr. Chris here. I'm here with uh, my computer, obviously, and my wonderful son, Isaiah. Say hi, Isaiah.
Hello, Logan.
And he wanted to see what this is all about. And I was over at my mom's house this evening for Evan's composition lesson. And I happened to notice that she had a little to-do list for herself, and one of the things she had written were flashcards for you. And I asked about that, and she said that you could use some help with learning and memorizing your note names. And I said, you know what? I have this really great website that I wanted to show her. So I showed her this website, and she thought it would be a great tool for you to do at home. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to just kind of walk you through what you need to do to set up your exercise for you. So first of all, what you want to do is with your mom or dad's permission, you go to this website, which is musictheory.net. It looks just like this. And when you get to musictheory.net, you'll go to exercises. Now before we get off of this screen, you will see that they do have an iPhone app. I did check it out. Unfortunately, it's $4. So it's free here online. So anyway, that's the only thing I checked out there. But anyway, so you go to exercises, and when you click on that, you'll automatically see that note identification is highlighted. You want to keep that because that's the drill that you want to do. Scroll down, and yes, you want to customize your exercise. And you will want to have highlighted these two guys right here, the G clef and the bass clef. And you will need to custom range your notes. Okay, you don't want to go with any of these guys, but custom range them. And what we have is we have these preset. Because this is actually my second take on this thing. First one didn't go so good because there was a problem with my microphone. I fixed that. But what Mrs. Nygaard said was that she wanted you to learn on your G clef from middle C up to high F, and then in the bass clef from low G up to middle C. Now I don't know, I have no idea how well you're doing with your note names, but I will say this, I tell my students this as well. If the ultimate goal is a little bit too much to handle at first, if this range of notes is really kind of wide and a lot for you to handle, go ahead and shorten it. You can shorten it from something like here, from like C to G, and then you can raise your lower note from maybe like G to C. Now you've got an octave range instead of a 2-octave range. But eventually, once you've got this down, you need to expand your range again, which means go back to this menu and redo it. And you want to make sure that this is your ultimate range that you are that you're learning and that you're going to be good with. That's what Mrs. Nygaard wants you to learn. Okay, so this will be your range. Once you've got these guys set up, then you'll come down to this area here, which is your key signatures. You don't want to deal with all these sharps and flats. You just want to have this middle guy here checked, and then you don't have any sharps or flats to worry about. And you want to have letters highlighted and no accidentals to use. Once that's all taken care of, you just click start exercise, and this exercise will show up. And obviously there's your note, and you have all these guys from which to choose. You click the correct answer, and it will track them for you. And you see it says here 6 correct answers out of 6 attempts. That's just because that's from our first take. We did 5 of those guys and got them correct. But you can see that it'll go through them all for you. And there's no timer or anything like that. So just take your time, make sure you have the correct answer. But in time, hopefully you'll be able to see that your knowledge of note names is going to improve. Okay, so you do this a little bit each day, and it's really important you do this kind of thing. A little bit each day. That's going to stick in your mind greater and have a better chance at remembering them than if you did a whole lot on one day and then you didn't do it for a good long time after that. So, a little bit each day is going to go a long way. Okay, bud? I think that's about it, and have a great time. See you soon. Bye.